Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am back with another tutorial. As always, my name is Mhindo Samuel, and today we are going to complete our questionnaire that we started in the other previous session. And if you did not watch that session, please just go in the description of this video and check for that link, then it will connect you to that video. You also peruse through it. So for today we are going to start with Microsoft Access or database. The other time we handled the Microsoft Word and then the question for Microsoft Word. We also handled the question for Excel. So today we are going to begin with database or Microsoft Access. So what we are going to do, we will first pass through our question. Our question is here. We are given a table with those column headings and the data. So those data that they are the one that we are going to use to create our database that they have asked. So we have input number, we have name, we have department, we have region, we have salary. Then down here we have now the question that we will be doing as we go ahead. So we are going to launch now our Microsoft Access program. So you come on the start button, then you come and select Microsoft Access, then you wait for it to load. So once it loads, then you will see something like a blank database. So since we are creating a new database, so we shall use the blank database. So you select the blank database, then the name of the database, we'll put it here. Remember, it is already given in the question. They said in Akana 1, Akana A, they are saying create a database named welfare. So our database is called the welfare. So we come and type here the name of the database, which is welfare. That is our database. So we are going to select where to save it. So when you are selecting where to save your database or your file, you come and click on this icon here. You click there. Then you come and select our folder is on the desktop. You select desktop. Then you'll see our folder. The other folder that we saved in, it is called Tracker Media. It is here. So it's after selecting it, then just come and click OK. Then after you can now come and click on create. So now we have created that file, we have saved it in that folder. So here when you open it from the start button here, they will always bring this table 1 as default. So that means you are going to edit this table 1 to modify it so that it fits the other table that we are going to create. So when you come to Akana B here, they are saying create a table in a design view showing all the field names, type of data, and set the input number as the primary key, and name the table as welfare table. So we are going to design a table using the design view. So because they said here we use a design view. So after opening our program here, so you will always see this table 1. So we are going to edit this table in the design view as they have asked in our question. So you right click there, then you come on you click on the title of the table, then you come on design view. Then they said we name it as welfare table. So we put here the name of the table as welfare table. Then after you click it, okay, then they will bring us the design view. So when you are designing here, you follow the table as the way it is arranged. So you can see here the first column is input number, the second one is name, the third one is department, the fourth one is region, then the fifth one is salary. So that means we are going to use this design view here the way it is here. So the first column shall put it here, the second one here, the third one here, like that, as we are selecting the type of data that will be in those columns. So we said the first column is input number. So we come and select it, type here input number. Then the type of data that is in that input number, we come and check in our question. what type of data is it. So you can see here we have their numbers. That means the type of data, the other side we shall select number. So we come to our design view here, we select the type of data, click on this drop down arrow, then they will bring the type of data, then you select the one that is appropriate for that column. So we are going to select numbers. Then you come to the next row. The next row should contain the second column, which is now name, as you can see here. And the type of data that is there, you can see we're having their name of employee. That means the type of data will be text. So we come to our database here, we type here name. Then the type of data that will be there, let's click OK. The type of data that will be here, we said it is text. So if it is not here, then just come and select text from the drop down list. Then you continue. The second column is what? The second column is department, and in department we are having there name of departments. That means it's also text. So we also come and select here department, and the type of data we said it is also text, so it has already come there automatically. So we go to another column. Another column is having regions. So regions are also in text. That means you are going to select also the type of data as text this side. So we have here region. Then here the type of data is also text. So we come to another column. Another column we have here salary. So as we can see here, we have here currency. We have currency. That means the type of data on the other side you are going to select currency. So we come and put here another column which is salary, and the type of data we have said it will be currency. So we come and click on this drop down arrow, then you select currency. So we have now organized how our table will be. So the column that comes first here, that means it is the column that will always come first as after saving our table. The one that comes second, the same thing will be the second column in our table. So here we are just designing. This one is a design view. That's why in the question they called it the design view. Then we come now and select the primary key. You cannot save a table without selecting the primary key. According to our question here, they specified it. They said we use input number as the primary key. So we come and select it, input number. As you can see here, there is already that key. That means it's automatically selected. But if it was not selected, let us assume they had said we use the column for name as the primary key. That means we would come here, highlight it, then you click on this primary key icon, then you will see the key coming there. That means already now the name column here is the one that's selected as the primary key. But the fact that they have said we select input number as the primary key, shall come in the input number here, then you select the primary key, then you will see the key coming there. That means now we have selected input number as the primary key. So now we are going to save our changes. Just come and click on this one, this save icon, or just come on file, then just click on save. Then after saving, you will always see the table in the left panel, or the preview panel. So you come and open it from here. So we are going to right click on our table here, then you open it. So you will see the way we arranged them is how they have been arranged here. So the first one was input number, and still you can see the column for input number is the first. The second one was name. You can see still name is the second, like that. So we are going now to enter the data that we are having in our table the other side. So come on, see in our table, the first input number is this one, which you can just come and type it here. That's our first number, the name of the first employee. So when you are entering data in database, you always enter it horizontally, not vertically. You first enter one entry at a time. So the name here of our employees here is called Kato Owen. You come and put it here, Kato Owen. Then the department is in which department, you come and check, is in the ICT department. Then you come and is in ICT department. Then you come and check the region is from which region. Is from the west. You come and highlight the west. You come and copy the west. You put it here. Then the salary, how much does he earn? The salary is this one here. The salary is here. And then that one is done. The first employee is done. You go to another employee. We check in our table here. The second employee number is here. Come and enter it. The name of the employee, come and see, is called Anguma Elo. You also come and enter it here. Then is from which department? You come and check the department in which she is in. Is in this department here. Accounts department. You come in the region where he is coming from. Where she's coming from. She's coming from the east. So you come and enter east here. Copy it and paste it here. We come to the salary. How much does she earn? She earns 460. She earns 460. We come and put it here. And then that one is done. We go to another employee. Another employee is having a number 1013. 1013. The name of that one is called who? Is called Achen B. It's called Achen B. It's called Achen B. Then the department in which he works, the department is secretarial. He works in secretarial department. Then the region where he comes from. Comes from the east. Yes, we come and enter here east. Then the salary scale. Come and check the salary scale is 678,000. 678,000. We come and enter it here. Then that one is done. We go to another employee. Another employee is having 1014 as the input number. Then the name of the employee is called Businge M. It's called Businge M. Come and enter here Businge M as the name. We come to department. Is in marketing department. Remember the other side when we were selecting the type of data that will be in the column, there are those columns where we selected numbers, where others we selected the text. That means if you selected in the column that it will contain numbers, when you try to enter there the text, it will refuse. If you selected it that it will contain text, when you enter there numbers, then it will refuse. For example, here in department, when you try to enter here numbers, it has come there. But if you enter there, so still it has come, but it can fail to save. So make sure you enter there the data that you have selected that will be in that column. So here we said then the employees under secretarial. Then we come to east or the region. This person works in actually is from central. Then the salary scale, come and check the salary scale here is 240. Salary scale is 240. Come and enter it here. Then that one is done. We go to another employee. Another employee is having the number which is 1015. 1015. You come and enter it here. The name of that employee is called Majebere M. It's called Majebere M. Then the department where he works, come and check. He works under hospitality. He works in hospitality department. Come and enter here, hospitality department. The region he comes from, which region is from the north. Come and enter. He's from the north. Then the salary scale. Come and check the salary scale that he earns. Salary scale is here. Is 761,000. 761,000. You come and enter it here. Then we go to another employee. Another employee is called who? Is having IP number 1016. Is having IP number 1016. Is having the name. Come and check the name. The name is called Muhindo Mary. Come and enter the name for Muhindo Mary. Then the department where she works. She works in health department. She works in health department. You come and enter here the department. Then the region where she comes from. She comes from the west. Come and enter here the region. Then the salary scale. The salary scale is here. 345,000. 345,000. Come and enter it here. Then we add the last one, the last cast. The last employee is having the input number 1017. 1017. Come and enter it. Then the name of that employee is called Mate M. It's called Mate M. Come and enter here the name of the employee, Mate M. Then the department where he works in ECD department. ECD department. Come and enter it here. Then you come to region where he comes from. He comes from the west. Comes from the west. Come and enter here the region which is west. Then you come to the salary scale. Salary scale. You come and enter it here. Then we are done with entering our employees. You can press Ctrl S to save the changes. So that one is done. So we are done with the table that they asked, which is this one here. We are done with that. Then can I see they are saying create a form and name it welfare form and use it to compute the above records into database. So we are going to create a table, a mini form that will contain these data here. So we come to our program here. So in database, when you are creating something, we always create them using the create button. So we are going to click in the create button. Then you will see something like table, we have query, we have that area for forms, we have area for reports, as you can see them here. Then for us, they have asked us to create a form. So if they have not specified whether using form design or form wizard, you can just use the form here. So what you are going to do, you shall first use the form. Just come and click on form here, then you see the form having been created here. You save it. So they said you name it as what? As welfare form. Come and put here welfare form. Welfare what? Welfare form. Then we click okay here, we save it. Then they may specify that they want you to use the form design to create the form. That means we shall still come here in our table here, you come to create, then you come to form design. So when you click on form design, then they will bring these icons here, or these tools here. So we are going to select where to get our data. So we are going to get data from here. So you come and click on add existing fields. So when you click on add existing fields, then they will bring this panel here. Then you will see something like show table. So we are going to click on this one to show the table. So the table that where we are going to get our data is here. It's called the welfare table. And remember, we are not seeing any entries down here. So you come and click on this plus, then you will see the data that is in that table. So this data is the one that we are going to enter here to create our form. So I shall begin with, shall first drag the first one, which is input number. So you drag as you are dropping in this area where you are going to design the form from. So you are going to drag first input number, you come and put it here. So they always come in pairs, just like you know how forms are. Forms are always having the area where the label, then the area where you are going to reflect or where the number will be placed. So this one here on the left is the label, then this one is the area where the number will be situated or will be locked. So we can adjust them and put them where we want it to be, so it can be like that. Then you come and carry also that one for name. They always come in pairs, so we carry it and locate it where we want to be located. We also come and carry department. You can also come and drop it here. We arrange it in that manner. Then you come also and select region. You also drop it here. We also come and select salary. You also drop it here. You adjust them so that they fit where they. So after dropping them like that, then you come and click on save. Then since we had already saved the other one as welfare form, so this one can also save it as welfare form 2. Welfare form 2. Okay, that. Then after you click it, okay, then you'll see it also coming here in our preview panel. So that's how we create the form. So when you come and open it here, then you'll see also coming like that. So when we are dragging the other entries, they were coming 2. So they were coming in a pair. So this one was, I think you can see here we have input number, then the number is in this box. So the other first box was this one, which was the label. Then the second box was this one, which was having now the number. That's why they were coming in pair. So that's how we create a form. So that one is done. We'll come to our question again and see the other question. They are saying create a query showing employees only from East and name it Eastern query. So whenever we are going to create a query, come to our program here. So we said when you are creating, you always come in create here. So when we talk of a query, this is a simple table or a table that is got from the original table. Just like they have said, we sort out those employees who come from East. That means you are going to create a small table from the other original table. In fact, that's how I can explain a query. So a query is always a subtable of the original table. So a table driven from the original table. So we are going to create a query for only the employees who come from East. So we are going to use the query design. You come and click on the query design here. Then after clicking on the query design, then you bring this box here will pop up. So you will select the table where you want to get or where you want to sort the employees from. So remember, our employees are in the welfare table. That means you are going to select this welfare table, then you click OK. Then after we shall close this pop-up window. Then you will see our table having come here. So these areas, they are the one that we are going to load here so that we can sort there now those employees that we want. So the first field, we shall just arrange them the way our table is, the way our table here is. That means the first column will be input number, name, department, like that. So we are going to also select, just come and click on this drop drop down arrow, then you select the column that is the first in the table. So the first column is imp number. Then the second column, come and select here. It was name. The other column was what? Is department. Then the other column is region. Yes. Then the other last column is salary. So after loading them like that, now we are going to sort out or to specify what we want from these columns. So they are asking in our question, they are asking that we sort only employees who come from East. So when you come to our table here and see, where does East lie? East, does it lie under imp number? Is it under name? Is it under department, region, or salary? So when you come to the table and see, we will see that East is under region. So that means we are also coming here under region. So in this column of criteria, you can see this row of criteria here, this row of criteria, but in the column of region, because we are going to sort East, and East is in the region column. So we are going to type there East. So that means it will go in the table and select only those employees who are having the word East in their column. In their column of region, they are going to select only those ones who are having the word East in their region column. So after putting there that criteria that you want to sort out, then you come and click on the word run here. So you'll see having selected only those employees who are from Eastern region. So we have there Anguma Elo, and then Acheni B. Those are the only employees who come from East. So we can save our query by just coming here and then select save. So they said we save it as Eastern query. So we can save it as Eastern query. Eastern what? Query. Eastern what? Eastern query. Eastern query. Eastern query. Then after you click OK. So you will also see it having come here. Then we go back to our question. Kana E, they are saying create a query that will show all records of staffs earning less than 300,000 and name it supervisors query. So we are going to sort those, to create a query that will only sort those staffs who earns less than 300,000. So we come to our thing here. So we come to our first click on the table tab, then the display the table here, then you come to create, then you come again to query design. So after, remember the data we are going to get it from welfare table, so you add it here. After adding it, then you close this pop-up window, then you load them just like we did on the other one. The first one is imp number, the second one is name, the other one is department, the other one is region, the other one is salary, the other one is salary, the other one is salary. So now we are going to put there our criteria. They said we should sort those staffs who earn less than 300. So 300 lies under what? You can see here it lies under salary. That means we are going to enter that criteria in the salary column. So we come to our access here or database, we come to under salary, in that lane of criteria under salary, they are saying those one who earn less than 300. So we are going to put there a less sign. We are going to put there a less sign. After entering the less sign, then you put there 300,000. So after entering that one, then come and click on run. So you see, having sorted only those employees who earn less than 300,000, like that. So they said we save it. So you come and click on file, you save. So they said you save it as supervisor query. Supervisors query. supervisor's what? Query. Then after you click okay, then you see it having been saved in here. So that's the query. Then another query they are saying, another question, they are saying create another query that will show imp number, name and salary. So we are going to create a query that will only show imp number, name and salary. So we are going here, you come to still create, then you come on query design, then you add the table just like we did, then you close. Then here they are saying it should show what? Only imp number. That means you are going to select here imp number. Then it should also show what? Name. That means here we are going to select name. We are going to select name. Then which one else that they asked? They also say the salary. So we are going to also select here salary. So it will only reflect only the columns that you have reflected here. Then afterward, just come and click on run. Then you see the query having come here. Then you can save it. Click on save. They said you save it as what? They said you save it as, they have not specified the name, so you can just leave it as query 1. You click okay, you see it having been saved here. Then you go to another question. They are saying create another query. That one is done. We are here down on J. They are saying create another query showing employees whose name ends with letter M and name it M. So we are going to create a query that will display all those employees whose name ends with letter M. So you come to create again, you come on query design, you add the table, you close, you come here and load all of the entries of the columns. Department, the other one is region, then the other one is salary. Then that is done. So they are saying you should create a query that will only display those employees whose names end with M. So we come and click, because remember names are under the name column. So you come and click in criteria here. Then after you type there like LKE, then you space, you open the quotes. You open the quotes, then you put there. They are saying the one that ends with that ends with what? Ends with letter M. So you shall come here after quotes. After the quotes, you put there a star. Then you put there letter M. Then you close the quotes. So here we are trying to specify that in this column we want those people who only have the name that ends with M. That's why we are putting here an X before the M, meaning that this X here represents other characters that are in the name. That means it will only consider M that is at the end. And in fact, if they had asked that those names that begins with M, that means the X or the star would come in front of the M. So that's how we do that one. So you are saying that for me I like that name or that begins with some characters but ends with M. So after doing it like this, then you come and run. So you will only see those names which ends with M here. Those are the employees that we wanted. Then you come and click on file, then you save. They said you save it as M. So type there the M, then you save. That's how we do it. So we come back to our question. They are also saying we create another query showing employees from West and under ICT department. So here we are going to create a query that will have two criteria. We shall go under region, we select West, then also come under department, we select ICT. So we come back here and click on create as always. Then you come on query, then you say table, select our table, you click add, then you see it coming here. After you close the pop-up window, then you come and select the entries just like we have been doing it. Name, here department, here we have region, here we have salary. So they specified that in the question we should find employees who come from West and under ICT department. So that means you shall come in the column of region. Here we put there West. Then you come under department, we put there ICT. Then after putting those criteria, then you come and click on run. Then you see that employee coming. That means the only employee who come from East, there is only one employee who come from East and is under, who come from West and is under ICT department. That is the only employee. So you can save that employee. Save as. They said we save that employee as well. We save that employee. They have not specified the name. So what you are going to do, you shall just leave it as query 2. So that is the question of today. So you can try to see. Then they said we save it in the folder created on the desktop. Remember, at first we had already saved our question in the other folder. What you do, just come and click on file and save the changes. So now we are done with our question for database. So that is it, database. So in the other coming session, we shall now handle the other PowerPoint question, and then you call it a full paper of 4 questions. So thank you very much for attending this session, and I kindly request you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also share to friends so that they can also utilize and get this knowledge. I sign out.